Press start button in Metal Gear Solid 4. Act 2. Solid Sun. I wish it said it, you know, like a Resident Evil sort of thing. It doesn't, though. So I remember this opening to this act blowing my mind the first time I saw it, just graphically. And it still looks pretty nice, but there's one shot in particular that just looks insane, and it's about right about here with this photorealistic guinea pig and this photorealistic snake. Yeah, that still looks pretty damn good.
This battlefield control system is to control IDs. It fits in with their plans perfectly. Seizing control of the world.
And there's a big old millipede. Disgusting.
The economy and information flow for the Patriots. That's the ultimate prize. You might say the Patriots are the embodiment of the war economy.
Everything that Solidus feared 5 years ago, it's all come to pass.
See, Solidus was right. We should have trusted him. If we press the button there, we'll see Solidus. I'm not doing that, though, because, again, capturing this game is already really, really delicate.
Now, with the media and global opinion under complete control, not even the UN can stand up to them.
Then Liquid's insurrection is against them.
Exactly. It would seem as though Liquid has taken up Big Boss's cause. An age of persistent universal war.
This game's kind of funny with repeating things that we already know. Like, we've known since MGS1 that's what Liquid wants to do.
You mean the PMCs and their war business?
We even gave him a sick burn, and we're like,
As a slave to the Patriots.
so what, you love your dad? And he was like, no, I hate my father. That's why I want to be exactly like him. I don't have daddy issues. I don't need a psychiatrist.
No matter who wins, the war
Maybe meet some friends my own age, find some hobbies. I need to take over the world and change the balance of power. You know, typical white boy crash out. Hey, there's that concept that always comes up. There's no such thing as peace. It's all just, you know, kept in check by people who are warmongers. Now, excuse me while I'm off to do some warmongering and telling you that it's peace. You know, that thing? I don't really like that thing.
Snake, here's what we know about the current battle. Rebel guerrilla units are advancing on the base of the government PMC troops.
Okay.
That base appears to be Liquid's safe house.
Yep, there's some... Hey, what's that? Look at those boys. You see those boys? In their powered armor?
That's where she
Just remember those. Just keep that in your pocket for now. See them? Yeah.
What now?
Yeah, we see those robot boys. Keep that in your mental pocket. We'll get back to those in a moment.
Meaning?
Meaning the low blood oxygen content seems to have an effect on their nanomachines, giving them a slight edge in battle.
Yeah, so for some reason, I don't know, them having less oxygen means their nanomachines are working better. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it also doesn't really add much to the gameplay. It's just a thing that will affect us, and we get an item. Oh! Well, hello, fellow cephalopod. Fancy meeting you here. Oh, look who it is! My god, his design in this game is so cool. Oh, he looks so great. Speaking of looking great, yeah. Nice face? What's up with that? Well, that's actually a bit of a gameplay tip. Keep that in your pocket for later, too. If I had a penny for every time something didn't quite make sense in Metal Gear, that would be a lot of pennies. Let me tell you, you'd at least have a $1.50. Laugh and grow. No. No, just laugh.
Leave one.
Here's why this is important. It's not just an old man with a smoking hot young lady body. Don't forget this face. So that means the militia is less likely to trust us here. So we're gonna have to do something about that. Now we can still get them to trust us, but we gotta keep that in mind. God, Vamp is so cool in this game, man. With like the priest coat on and everything. What a sick design.
He must be among their numbers. Sooner or later he will come.
I mean, if you're looking like that, I think we're all gonna oh. Oh. Hey, look! She didn't really have an old man face. She just had octo camo face. The thing about Snake's worm crawl is that it is a real thing soldiers do for sneaking and camouflage, but it's only a technique for use in ghillie suits, specifically because the twigs and moss give you cover. The movement is small enough to not draw the eye. Doesn't work in a skin-tight wetsuit. Yeah?
That was
Yeah,
Vamp. I'm sure of it.
I get, like, the idea is the octo camo does...
PMC soldiers with him.
It's got, like, normal maps on it, so when you see, like, a leaf or a twig, it does kind of stick out a little bit. But, yeah, it's not quite...
Be immortal?
It's a little bit different from actually covering yourself in, yeah, little twigs and leaves. By the way, this isn't a fantasy game. This is reality. That immortal vampire, don't think about it too
I
much.
know. Snake, according to satellite imagery procured by Mei Ling, the facility
There's
where
clearly a
Mei Ling is being
rational
held is to the
explanation
north,
for there
on a
being an
mountain
immortal
road.
vampire.
I'm sending
Oh yeah,
you
hey,
location
Mei
to
Ling.
that.
So we got most of the players from MGS1, you know.
Taking command of
We've
the
seen
Missouri,
Liquid
apparently.
Ocelot.
The Missouri.
We saw Psycho Mantis's ghost. Meryl, Johnny, they're fine and dandy. Otacon and Snake here, of course, and now we've got word that, you know, Mei Ling even.
Not for actual
She's
combat
doing
training, of
fine.
course, but rather to get sailors
And
used
she's
to
on the
seeing
Missouri
and
for
handling
some
the
reason.
Or
That,
sorry,
did,
here.
give me
After
another
the
penny,
message
because
traveled
that also
Moses
doesn't
May
make
Ling kinda
sense,
got
but
put out to
whatever.
pasture.
Even so, making captain at her age, that's pretty impressive.
Rumor has it she caught the eye of some lecherous old admiral. who
Yeah,
got her
all
promoted.
sorts of horny old
She
men
always did
in
have
this
a thing
franchise.
for older men.
Maybe it's too early to retire after all.
Thinking of taking a little training on an analog vessel, Snake?
No. At this point, I've got no need for any more training.
Fair enough. Listen, Snake. When you get there, remember, the conflict between the PMCs and the rebels has nothing to do with your mission. There's no reason for you to get involved or take sides.
Get involved
That
and
said,
help out the
creating
militia.
some
Got
sort
it.
of impact on the
That's what we're going to
battlefield
be
could
doing.
produce better conditions for sneaking. The rebels are targeting the
We're going to
facility
be
being
doing that
used by
every
the
chance we
PMCs
get,
as
because
a
it's the
base.
most fun
This
and the
is
most
more or less the
ridiculous,
same spot where
and
Naomi's being held.
to
If
me,
you
the
aid
most
the
interesting
rebels,
way to
they
play the
might
game.
Get rid of some of the PMCs and help carve a path for you to sneak in.
That freak I just
The
saw.
gang's all here. Where's Kenny? Well, if you remember correctly, those bastards killed Kenny. With Fox
Yeah.
Die.
I thought that technology was of your own.
Kenneth
design.
Baker, of course.
Actually, I kind of based it on some designs Sonny
Oh!
snagged off the net.
Oh, Otacon, you've taken designs that are an Emmerich, who prior was a bit of an opportunistic coward, taking some designs that aren't his?
I guess I should have told you.
And by the looks of things, they know I'm coming too.
He says knowingly.
Stay sharp.
Alright, so, couple things here. before we actually do anything, let's open up our codec. And hey, let's talk about some cut content. Remember those little powered armors I told you to keep in your pocket? Well, we've got an unused codec call about them. Because originally, the intention was, while sneaking, we would come across powered suits. And we would have to actually sneak around them and deal with them in normal gameplay. That's not going to happen. So this codec call ends up going completely unused. Let me just get this set up here. And here we go.
Otacon, what is that thing? It looks like a gecko with a man inside.
Huh. It must be that performance test model for the new powered battle suit.
Test model?
There have been rumors for a while that AT Corp's Land Systems division was developing a powered suit at their own expense. It must be on loan to the PMCs for field testing. That's the first time I've seen one. I don't know the name or model number, and there's not much I can tell you about its performance either. But from what I've seen so far, that thing may be much more than just a man-powered gecko. Their speed isn't particularly impressive, but they're heavily armed. They've got multi-barreled machine guns and missile launchers. And at that size, CQC is not going to do you a whole lot of good. Better not take them lightly. This isn't your garden variety soldier. But from what I've seen, I'm thinking you're right. They do seem similar to Gecko in certain ways. They're pretty fast, given their size, and they look heavily armed to boot.
The PMC.
Oh, I think that's
the
it.
regime hired as French.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so that is from a direct rip of the every single codec in the game. And that's the first of many unused codec calls we're going to listen to during this playthrough. So we got some militia. They're in some trouble, so we're going to help them out. And the PMCs here, they're going to want to, one by one, try to execute them. We don't want that to happen.
Get the weapons and let's move.
Now, of course, the militia's stupid, and they're going to, like, invariably get some of themselves killed. We're going to do what we can to help, because, yeah, they're not too smart. You can see... So they trust us a little bit, but we can make them trust us a lot more by going to our camouflage. And we can use the South American disguise. And now they'll love us. That looks pretty cool. But you know what'll make it look even cooler? Oh yeah. Commencing virtuous mission now.
Help me out, okay?
See? Now they love us. It also offers, like, okay camo.
Careful!
Yep, and you can see they've armed themselves. And more importantly, they opened this for us.
Me up!
And you can see there's quite a few things here. This is actually where we normally get the South America disguise. But because it's a new game plus, I already have it, so we can get some noodles, which I'm full on. And a twin barrel. That is a type of shotgun. And it's a very cool shotgun, so let's equip that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I believe it's under other firearms. Somewhere here. Yes, twin barrel. Yeah. So it's a sawn-off double barrel shotgun. I mean, come on. It's a classic. First time it's ever appeared in the Metal Gear series. And it's good for a couple of reasons. Can't do anything to customize it, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm also going to want a smoke grenade. And I'll get my knife, just in case. Alright, so hopefully those boys will be okay. So one of the things we get is the V-Ring, the Vortex Ring ammo. And I'm actually pretty low on it. So let's demonstrate here. Let's see. How does this... It's been a while since... Drebin Shop. Let's go to Drebin Shop. And let's go to the ammo here. And I'm going to buy some... Whoops! 12 gauge Vortex Ring ammo. Let's just buy a whole bunch of it. There we go. So now we've got over 800 Vortex Ring ammo. That's going to be very handy, because now we have a non-lethal shotgun that, more importantly, we can aim it with one hand. So that means we can grab dudes and use them as a shield and still be able to do a little of this action. And you only fire one shot at a time. And if you look, it actually fires both rounds, so you really only get half the ammo that you expect. You also get a little bit more you can do with CQC. And another very important use that we'll get to. Oh boy, so this is a lot of people's favorite act in the game, because, well, you might notice it's very Snake Eater coded. It'll get even more Snake Eater coded as we progress forward. But since we're nice and in the clear, let's see if there's anything good in these places. Fireworks time? Yeah, unfortunately, the closest we get is, you know, like I said, you can aim it one-handed. You know, he doesn't do any cool Dante tricks, but I gotta be honest, he does look pretty badass like this. These guys are asleep. You know, I think actually, let's take out the solar gun again. Because it's about sunrise right now. You can see the time of day, you know, just before sunrise. So there's no sun at the moment, but we'll get some soon enough. Let's demonstrate. Yeah. You can shoot items out of dudes with this. Now, I don't think there's enough sun to... Oh, no, there was. So if I use up all the ammo for this, by just, like, firing it like crazy,
Sunlight!
we can just recharge it with the power of the sun. So it's going to be pretty useful here, because we're pretty much always outdoors. This, again, is something you get for non-lethal completing all of the boss fights. Oh, someone's having a rough time out there. So, getting all of those action figures for Sunny, we get the gun that's powered by sunlight. Do you get it? Do you get it? Huh? It's kind of funny. It's kind of cute. It's kind of silly like that, you know. Alright, doesn't look like there's much more here. There is this old pickup truck, which is kind of neat. Just a regular rusty pickup truck. You don't see things like that often in Metal Gear. Oh, sounds like someone's having a really rough time. So since we're very Snake Eater coded, a lot of times through this mission, I like to use weapons that are only carried over from MGS3. Luckily, one of those is the Mosin Nagant, which comes in quite handy here. And you might notice the color grading is very subtly changing, because after we hit a certain threshold, the sun starts to come up, which makes backtracking to the prior area a lot easier. Get some Smoke G. We love the Smoke G. It is Metal Gear Solid 4, but it is not the movie, no. The whole purpose of this playthrough is to show how this is actually a very cool video game. Believe it or not, oh. Well, they're having some rough times up there. Can't quite climb up that. But I think I can climb over here. I want to kind of make my way behind the enemy if I can. Yep.
I think I saw something.
Yeah, you did see something. You know what you saw? You met the Sandman, because it's time to go to sleep, buddy. Look at this thing. What is that? It's weird farm equipment. So you might start to see some of the Snake Eater analogs here with a lot of the grass. Lots and lots of tall grass to hide in. Oh.
I think I saw something.
Yeah, I think you did. Hey. There we go.
Hey.
Hey. The way they say that's pretty funny.
Rise and shine.
Yeah, they're gonna just keep waking each other up, and I can't actually progress from this side. I think I have to go down to get up. Do we have to get up to get down with the sickness? I think we might have to. Rather than jungle, though, this is more like farmlands. Oh. Oh, they had a rough time here.
Come on, wake up.
Yep. Let's see. Let's demonstrate this. Yep. It's a fun weapon. But now, of course, they're going to send some reinforcements, and you can see my threat ring. Nope, don't do that, Snake. My threat ring is, yep, warning me of that. Which isn't what I wanted to have happen, but it's fine, because now we get to show the twin barrel. Hello, kaboom, kaboom. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Let's get a ration out. Kaboom. No, no, no. Kaboom him. Kaboom him. There we go. It's not the best when locked down like this. Oh, right. There is actually another mechanic I wanted to show off. Can you, help me? Hey, can you, like, punch me, please? Haha! So, if you press the triangle button with the right time, you can actually do an ukemi. Believe it or not, Snake can do a recovery there. I completely forgot about that mechanic, but someone whose display name on YouTube was Sniper Wolf reminded me of it. Oh, we get a call. PS3's taking a while.
Someone I'd like you to meet. A member of the mission staff. A psychological counselor.
Why would I need that? I'm having a great time, Campbell.
Counselor.
A lot of soldiers can't handle the stress of battle.
No, I'm
They're
having...
panicking.
I'm not... I mean, I've been spotted, but it's working out for me because I get to show that Snake can do a sick ukemi. I don't think I need this.
Rosemary.
Oh, no.
Nice to meet you, Snake.
Is it? Is it
This
nice
is
for us
Rosemary.
to meet?
She
Look,
was
it's
working as an
Rose.
analyst at the Pentagon, but moved to combat support
It's
for the
Rose
big
from
shell.
MGS2. She's back.
Yeah. She was in charge of Jack's files, wasn't she?
After that, she studied
Not only do we
psychology.
have to deal with
Now she's
Naomi
a
in this
counselor in
chapter, we also have to
CSP,
deal with
the
Rose.
combat stress platoon.
Yeah, I hear psychological counseling's the hot field these days. Increased combat efficiency and productivity, all without ever picking up a gun.
I'll be acting as your personal counselor on this mission.
No, I think
Since the passing of the new
Gucci. We're
millennium,
fine.
one of the
We
most
don't
important
need to
issues
do
facing
this.
today's military
She also
is the
looks
mental
great
care
though.
of its soldiers.
Like
I
everyone
can
in this
also
game
provide
looks
advice
great.
on soldier psychology
Oh yeah,
from a threat
also if
assessment
I
perspective.
how do I do
Contact
it?
me anytime. I'll be standing by here at home with Roy, but I'm on a different circuit.
Somehow I can apparently wiggle my controller and initiate some jiggle physics on her. It wasn't working, so I don't know. Maybe that's for the best.
I know. Mind body technique.
Hey, remember when the boss was talking about that in MGS3?
Ask her for advice.
We're kind of playing the sequel to MGS3 here. You would think that that made sense because it's MGS4, but 3 and 4, no.
Well,
No, this act really wants you to remember that
Meryl
Snake Eater was
talking
cool.
about.
And trust me, I don't need a reminder.
Didn't I tell you before?
News to me. What about Jack? Jack from Foxhound. Codename
He
Ryan.
wasn't really from
I seem to
Foxhound.
remember him being engaged to Rose.
Oh. We lost all
We
trace of him.
remember as soon as we saw him, we were like, Foxhound's been
I used to
disbanded. You're
work
not
with the
from.
guy. He saved Sonny from the Patriots.
Hey, look at that!
He disappeared soon after.
So now we know where Sonny came
What
from.
about
Raiden
Dale?
actually
Jack
saved
disappeared
her,
when he
and
was
we'll get
moved in
into
on
that
Rose.
story at some point.
I was consoling her over her loss, and one thing just led to another.
She's young enough to be your daughter.
Yeah, lucky me, huh?
Huh. Now I see why Meryl was so disgusted.
Meryl said something about me.
So yeah, we're
Yeah,
kind of meant to
your
think that
words were, I'll never forgive that woman.
Campbell's
I
at
piece of
fault
shit."
here for this relationship, but
Colonel.
oh boy, we'll talk more about the whole Raiden, Rose, and Campbell dynamic when we get to it. Part of it's spoilers, and also I want to enjoy the fun gameplay. I don't want to
Where you could keep an eye on her.
yammer on about
Everybody
issues with the
involved in
plot
incident
quite
at
yet.
Shadow
We'll
Moses
get
either
there.
Lost their job and status, or in the case of Meryl and Mei Ling, got
Campbell's
brushed
got some
aside.
swanky digs,
Meryl
though, I
wanted to
will
make a
say. It's a nice
comeback,
place.
A difference. We can't all be as strong as you, Snake. Some of us can't bear living like pariahs.
Since Shadow Moses, I've been branded a criminal.
I
Which
think
just
it is
makes
my
you
own
even
small
cooler.
way of making it up to my daughter, my own flesh and blood. In any case, call Rosemary if you ever need advice.
All right. Well, despite everything, there are a couple of fun things you can do by calling Rose. So let's... Oh yeah, look at this, by the way. Look at all of these like frequencies in between these. Lots of room to talk to more people. No, we can't. This is the only two we're gonna get the whole game. So remember all of the cool codec calls in MGS3 with our fun little cast of wacky friends. No, we get Otacon and we get Rose. That's about it.
What's on your mind?
Just
Rose,
checking
why
in.
did you change
I'm
your
impressed,
sweater?
Snake. You're keeping your psych up better than I expected. Maybe you were right about not needing
I
it.
am. I'm psyched to play this
Snake,
game, Rose. I
the
like
gauge
it. I've been
below your
looking
life
forward to
gauge
it.
Is your psych gauge.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Then you'll hear it again. The psych gauge affects the rate at which
Dealing
your
with
life
Rose and
gauge
Naomi,
recovers.
dream come true. Oh
In
yeah.
other words, how fast your wounds heal.
Weird. I'm
It
suddenly
also
feeling a
greatly
complete
influences
lack
how
of
well
needing
you
advice.
perform
I've
various
never been
functions.
more confident on the
When your
mission.
psych gauge is
Now that
full,
you made
your
Rose
life
my
recovers
psychiatrist.
quickly and you
Wow.
won't have any problems doing what you need to do. Remember, your body isn't the only thing driving your performance.
So I like the idea
Your
of the psych
mind
gauge.
is
It's
every bit as
it's not just as
Hey,
simple as
I don't let my
rebranded
mental
stamina.
state affect my combat efficiency.
It's a little
You may think
It's
that,
still
Snake,
kind of its
but
own
the
thing,
truth
but
is, you're not as young as you used
hey,
to
look at
be.
my face, Rose. I look
Tough
nice and fresh.
lady.
Wow, she looks nice and
It's your
fresh
psych
too.
that's keeping
But
you alive inside.
I'm
you
looking
better take
good.
it seriously.
All right.
Keep
Now
a
it might
close
just be
eye
because
on your
I
psych
have the
gauge.
face camo, but don't worry about
alright.
it. You tell me you don't have some some foundation on, Rose. Your eyelashes are looking on fleek there. Are we not one in
Hi,
the
this is
same
Rose.
anyway?
I need an update on my psych.
Your psych is in excellent condition. everything looks good to go.
Great. Thanks.
Snake, what's gotten into you? I mean, you know I'm always here for a talk as long as it doesn't interfere with the mission.
Oh, now you don't want to interfere with the mission.
Oh, hi, Snake.
Rose.
Your psych is looking good right now. Nothing to worry about so far as I can see.
Good.
If you're that full of energy, there's nothing for me to worry about. You're doing fine, Snake. Go ahead and focus on the
It is kind of fun that now we can pester Rose.
Hello, Snake.
What do you have for me, Rose?
Your psych is
They
looking
don't
good.
have much to say
Nothing to worry about so
to
far
each
as I can
other,
see.
but at some point
Good.
Snake, your psych is right where it needs to be. Focus your
we
energy
will
on the
eventually
mission.
get a
Good
call
luck.
about the rations, and it's pretty funny. So I'll call her occasionally as we move forward here. All right, let's get on to some real gameplay. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Did you see that? Did you see that adorable little guy? Where is he? Oh my God. There's guinea pigs. There's guinea pigs. Guinea pig. And if that won't restore your psych, I don't know what will. There's a lot of creatures in South America. I mean, that's just a statement that is true. Not very informative, but it is true. But yeah, again, to kind of invoke MGS3, a lot of critters around. We can't eat them. Although guinea pigs were originally used as food. They only became pets when they made their way to North America, and we were like, oh my God, it's so cute. And now you can see the sun is fully out, and get a load of that color grading. We are right back in Selino Yarsk. Wake up already. Okay. So we got some buddies. And we got some baddies. Yep, there's a baddie. There's some more baddies. We're gonna help the militia out.
You okay? We got company.
Yeah. We do, Invader Zim. Whoops! Hey. How about you just, No? How about you just go to sleep? How about that? There we go. Oh! Hey, you want some of the action too? Yeah. So there's another move right there. If you're particularly close to an enemy, rather than the low kick, you do that knee. It took me until like my third playthrough of the game to notice that difference. Let's retreat a little bit. Oh.
What was that?
What was that?
You there? Something there?
Okay. Where are you at? Yep. Hello. Oh! That old MGS3 joke, too. Tranquilizing a guy in the exact frame he sees you? Oh, aren't we just right back at home? Don't you love it? I know I do. Okay, let's try to be a little sneaky. It's just so fun to mess with dudes, though, you know? You know, you want to just get into a little trouble. Oh.
What? You okay?
I love the way they talk to each other, too. Just like, you okay? What's wrong? Your psych is looking great, Snake, but I'd like to talk to you about your male living space.
Hey,
Yep, how are you? How about you just slow your roll there, Chief?
wake up already.
Oh. So my buddies have all kind of moved ahead, which is good because that means I'm helping them. But, you know, does mean that I'm, oops, all on my own. But we're used to being on our own. Don't mind that little stutter step there. That was a little awkward. Hey, hands up. Let's see. Oh yeah, they have the MK-17 rifle. Nothing too particularly interesting about it.
HQ.
This is HQ.
All clear.
Understood.
Just another one of the
State
many
alert has
assault
been
rifles they
lifted.
give you in
Resume
this game.
positions.
Rise and shine.
You know, with all this tall grass, we could give ourselves some mood music. But what if there was a weapon that gave you some mood music? One of the bonus weapons you can get is indeed the Patriot. It functions exactly how you would think. Unlimited ammo, lethal weapon. But what's really fun about it is when you aim it. Yep.
You okay? Must be imagining
So that's pretty cool. We're not going to really use it.
things. HQ.
Let's just play dead here.
This is HQ.
We're under attack.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Who's that?
Ah. Hello. Go to sleep. Oh, hello to you, too.
Who's that?
Also go to sleep. No, no, there we go. All right. Next area. The South America Power Station. That's where all the power in South America comes from.